Hi guys, Carcer back again with another quick game of Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. Up in this first match we're getting a rare mirror match against some more orcs. So that should be fun. So the guy I've got, he had an Evil Sun's avatar, so I'm assuming it's going to be a battleship fleet, which is what people usually take with Evil Suns. Or at least battleship centric in some way. There's no real cluster of points on this map. I'd say that they're kind of more skewed sort of from the my deployment zone on the right hand side of the map. So I'm just thinking I'll have one escort capture each of the points closest to my deployment zone. Which will leave the rest of them available to escort my fleet. But I'll just I'll creep the main body of the fleet up the right hand side here. Hopefully the enemy will come down sort of the middle of the map, sort of go for that central point, and then what I'm hoping to do is tuck in behind him if I don't get spotted. Ork v Ork equipment, I think I'm just going to stick with the tractor and stasis. It's handy to be able to just trap them in place. Obviously with orcs aren't the most manoeuvrable, so anything you can do to like mess up like a mass charge is good. What I've decided to do here is just a wee bit of smoke and mirrors. I'm going to put a whole bunch of escorts on this left hand point, which will increase the capture speed quite a lot. And I'll maybe fool him into thinking that the main body of my fleet is over on the left hand side of the map. So let's look at the enemy fleet. Okay, so only that middle ship has got targetable systems, and no targetable systems on either of those two either. So, okay, it could be that this is a rock fleet. I'm pretty sure it is. So maybe, obviously that middle ship there that's slightly behind the other two, that's going to be a the flagship, because you obviously can't have a rock flagship. So that's going to be my target. So I'm thinking what is maybe going to be like maybe a battleship and a couple of big rocks, and then maybe a couple of the small light cruiser rocks in the middle and the left hand side. Not quite sure. Well, I'm going to keep creeping up the right hand side of the map anyway. So that's the left hand point captured. So I'll move them over, creep them up the far left side, and they can back cap that top left capture point, hopefully avoiding whatever that is. Thinking it, yeah, I think it was left out like that. It's probably just like a light cruiser rocks. But we'll see. We can pop off a scan on it as we're passing. Then once I've captured the bottom right point, I'll move that escort up, and he can get eyes on those three ships that are making their way down the right hand side. And we can try and figure out what we're dealing with. I don't want to launch any fighters yet for scouting, because I still want to try and disguise the fact that I've got my my main fleet over there on the right hand edge. Okay, so that's the point captured now. So I think I'll go for a wee boost. Just let him know I've got one escort there, then he can just re-stealth in these clouds. Then hopefully, if the enemy does have anything to scout with, he'll focus his efforts on where he knows there is a ship, which will hopefully mean that he'll won't send anything towards where my my cruisers and battle cruisers are. I'm still rocking the same fleet from the last video with 4 hammers and 2 terrors. This gives me a nice mix of brawling firepower and strike craft and fighters. Just popping my big group of escorts on the left there onto hold fire stance so that they don't accidentally give away their position. Oh, that looked like a Mega Rocks. So there's going to be 2 Mega Rocks and a battleship maybe? Oh, okay, so that middle one, that's an escort. But I'm still not sure about the left hand ship. Oh shit, he's actually he's moving around the outside of this terrain as well. Right, okay, I'm just gonna back off because I don't know what that is yet. I mean, those 6 escorts probably could take out a rock, but oh no, it's just another escort. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's kill him. Yes, it is indeed a battleship and 2 Mega Rocks. Okay. So it's going to be, it's not going to be easy for me to win a brawl with 2 Mega Rocks, considering I don't have any battleships or rocks of my own. Obviously the battle cruisers and cruisers are still pretty prone to critical damage compared to the larger ships. And the the heavy cannons on those rocks are going to be deadly. Plus they're completely crit immune apart from fires. So yeah, they can take a while to grind down. Although luckily I do have the hammers and not just the towers anymore, because with the towers that probably would have been more or less impossible. Okay, time to make moves, so I've just dropped a wee stasis bubble there, and declocking time. I'm just going to push that 1 Mega Rocks into it to keep him stuck in place, and we're going to go to town on the flagship. So it's going to push a bunch of fighter bombers out just for a wee bit of extra DPS while we get some lovely rear shots on him. That's fires already, some nice crits. So he's probably going to go down very, very quickly. More fires. Excellent stuff. Well, as you can see, I'm starting to take some crits already from those rocks. Looks like the 2 rocks are in lock-on stance, which is a good move, because as well as increasing their crit chance, it boosts the range of those heavy cannons from 4.5 to 9 kilometers. Although in this knife fight, it's probably not made much of a difference. I've dropped a whole bunch of boarding actions onto that 1 Mega Rocks as well. Yeah, they're actually, yeah, it's dropping down pretty quickly. It seems like they're fairly vulnerable to boarding actions. I haven't really considered that. I thought Mega Rocks had more crew than they actually do, but yeah, it looks like just boarding them to death is probably a really viable option. I think what I probably should have done was, rather than just jumping in, I should have just held stealth and then just sent out all my strike craft with the fighter escort to just wear down the crew in these before I actually engaged. I could have held them at bay with the stasis bomb and the tractor cannon, but well, I think we've got this in the bag anyway. I mean, even if he's still left with 1 Mega Rocks at the end of this, they're in pretty poor shape, and I've still got 6 full health onslaughts. Shrouded onslaughts as well. And with him having absolutely no way of detecting them, then they'll be able to just chip away at these ships from a distance. Oh shit, okay, so yeah, there goes the scuttle. But still leaves me with, yeah, flagship's mutinied unfortunately, but I've still got 1 battle cruiser left. No, it's a Terror cruiser I've got left. But yeah, that's it done now. All he's got remaining is a single escort. I've got 3 points. I can easily grab 4 and 5. Oh well, so it was a short rematch. Yeah, a little bit messy. I probably shouldn't have just dived on the battleship like that, and I should have taken more advantage of my stealth. I mean, didn't have escorts anywhere near, so Could easily have just sat on lock on and fired at him from range to wear him down that way. And just maintain distance, like I say, with the combination of the stasis bomb and the tractor cannon. But yeah, it was a good game. Don't get many Ork v Ork anymore. Hardly anyone seems to use them now. It's a bit of a pity. And now moving into a game against the Dark Eldar. Dark Eldar have traditionally been a bit of a problem for Ork fleets. Certainly my old Ork fleets, with the my old Evil Suns, battleship and cruiser fleets. But this one, with the Blood Axe skill, I had a much better time with them. Especially with all the fighter craft I've got available to me. Because it seems like the meta with Dark Eldar is still mass impalers. And so with 6 separate launch bays, you can deal with them very easily. Plus with the stealth, then you can, you know, they don't know exactly where you are all the time, so they don't have quite the same amount of map control as they would normally do against a big, slow, lumbering Ork fleet. So even playing the cap game is more difficult for the Drukhari against this fleet. So I'm gonna create 2 groups of 3 escorts who are going to capture the 2 far right capture points. I think I'll move the body of the fleet up the centre, and the idea is I'll start capping the 2 right hand points, and then once hopefully that'll act as bait for the Drukhari. They'll move over there, and then what I'd like to do is kind of hook around behind them and maybe trap them into the bottom right hand corner of the map. And with 6 escorts there, then I should easily be able to keep them spotted and just keep the scanner pulse so that they can't stealth up. And then I can just move in and pounce on them with the cruisers and battle cruisers. Again, try and trap them with the stasis bomb and tractor. I've got 1 escort who's going to make his way up the left edge of the map, and he's just going to back cap those 2 points over in the far left. I'll just wait until the engagement's happening over on the right hand side of the map and they're distracted, and then I'll get them onto them. If the Eldar manages to slip away and I'm not seeing anything engaging my main fleet for a while, I'll know he's going to head up there, so I'll just boost him into one of the nearby clouds or asteroid belts, re-stealth him, and then just do it again. So that should hopefully keep him safe. Because obviously you're a single escort, it takes a long time to capture, but I'm just going to counting on the enemy being distracted. But my opponent's not started capturing those left hand points yet, so I guess he's going to be focusing on the middle and right. So hopefully he'll just, okay, oh there goes the scanner pulse. Okay, looks like all he got was the... No, damn it, he's he's scanned my... Yeah, I think he got a scan off on my main fleet, didn't he? Yep, they're all, yeah, that's them all scanned now. Oh well, that kind of ruins the surprise. Okay, I'll take hold fire off. Okay, there goes a stasis bubble. Don't want to get caught in that. Oh, there he is. Excellent, right. So, a bit of an unfortunate placement with that stasis bubble, but I'm just going to boost around it. Can't quite catch them yet. Looks like one of my ships did get caught in that, but it doesn't matter. Right, I'm just going to make sure that I keep vision at this point. these escorts are going to get sacrificed, but it doesn't really matter. Kind of bollocks up my my stasis bomb there because I wasn't close enough to use the tractor. But luckily, it looks like my opponent's getting greedy. He just wants to kill my escorts, which is great. That'll just give me an opportunity to get in nice and close. Okay, we're now in tractor range, so as soon as he tries to boost away, we'll just pull him in, and then soon after, my own boost will be ready. Just setting out some craft as well, so these fighters are going to just sit on these ships, damage them, intercept any impalers that send out. Oh, there we go, just lasso. Okay, we've got the flagship now, so that's perfect. Stick a bunch of boarding actions on him in case he does get away to do a bit of damage. We'll send this group of escorts over to start capping these points. So he's used the frontal armor boost, it looks like. Which, sorry to tell you, but I'm right behind you, pal. Well, keep the pressure up with the strike craft. The fighters should be distracting their point defences, so should get these off on no problem. And yeah, he's not even trying to get away anymore, so I think he's pretty much given up all hope at this point. Mutiny on the flag, flag's about to die, I'll probably pop another mutiny. No? Okay, start turning.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
That's the game. I do have a number of damaged engines, but yeah. So that was a bit quick. I think he should have made better use of his speed and stealth. I mean, he should really have captured those 2 points on the left-hand side of the map before he went hunting the rest of the ships. I mean, he's got plenty of time. Like, I'm not a fast fleet. So. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.